Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the League of Legends. Today I'm the FourCourtJester, and we're going to be going over a fan replay from Mr. Yinlad, I do believe. But Yinlad's in here with Rinadinga and Ariatha. Rin, actually, they're a very talented artist, just actually made me a nice new avatar. I was quite happy with that. And she says she's going to color it, make it all pretty, but it's a very heartwarming gesture. Not too sure about Jazrian or... who's the other guy? Don't know where he went. Rise? Yeah, there you go. Rise. Sign in Blood. Not too sure about them, but I do know the three of them, so actually quite happy to do a replay of them. But let's go over the lineups very quickly. Cho'Gath with a Pantheon Ashe, a Mumu, and Rise. So it looks like they're going to be running Ashe mid and lane, a Mumu. Yeah, no jungles. No jungles there. Okay, actually no jungles on the other side as well. So that's going to leave us with, the Rin, who does play the Yordles, with Amumu, laning Amumu with that Rise, and up top, it does look like Cho'Gath and that Pantheon. So Pantheon does have a ranged spear as an ability. It is going to be running the Meki Pendant just for that little bit of extra mana. Some health pots to go with that, and a health crystal. Not even any regen coming out of Cho'Gath, so going to be depending on those last hits to keep him up. So in this case, I'm not too sure about leaving that Ashe mid. Might have put a Rise mid. Instead have the Ashe come down here to combo, the bandage toss into some volleys and crit arrows from the Ashe, but we'll have to see how that works out for them. On the enemy team, we do got a Katarina, Lux, a Wukong, Sona, and a Taric. So Taric and Sona double support, both healers to boot. So we are nobody's running jungle, or if they are, they totally forgot to get a smite. So very likely we're going to see maybe a Lux mid with a Katarina, Wukong side lane. So Taric, Katarina maybe with, or a Sona, Wukong. Just trying to think of, splitting up those melees. Does look like Lux going to be mid, so that's cool stuff right there. Katarina is likely going to be going with one of those healers. I have to think with that Taric to set up that stun. So I see the Taric up top. Nope. Yeah, Taric with the Katarina. Good stuff. Wukong is going to be down here with the Sona then. So double heal lanes up against, no heal lanes. And it does look like actually this replay set from Ariatha. Not being bad, okay, because we see health bars here. This is LoL replays, guys, so it is a third-party replay casting kind of program, but, all it does is it records your network traffic, and from there what you can do is you can replay these replays. You replay exactly what you see. So if we say health bars, that's what he saw, because that's what the network told him. If we don't, like what we see here, we're not going to know a bloody thing. Now, we are going to see some skills go off, because the network still does have to track, all those cooldowns and everything, but health bars are a thing of the past, guys. Who needs health bars anyways? I mean, we can figure it out from here. So Wukong taking some big damage. It doesn't look like Rin the Yordle, trying to a little bit too offensive, because we got that ignite going off. She's going to flash out. Looks like, however, Rise is able to pick up the first kill on Wukong, but she does go down shortly straight after. Now Sona is going to have to try to run away, because we do have a combo ready here on Rise. He is at least level 2, and there we go. There goes the double. Sona, she's going to be trying to get out of this. Throws out a little bit of spam. Is going to get that double kill. Very well done, Sign in Blood. And he can't be that healthy. He definitely can't be that healthy, but got to be feeling really good about that 2-for-1 combo down there. Pantheon is going to get some big beat up damage here. The Heartseeker going on. Not really going to be doing too much right there, but Katarina, she's going to shun pull on over to Mr. Taric. That's the new Taric skin. Looks alright. I think so. The Bloodstone Taric, or Ruby Taric, or something like that. Now in terms of mid, Ariatha and Lux both level 3, both trying to do their best. Let's take a quick look at the creeps. 11 to 10, sorry, 11 to 11, so they're just, spot on with each other. Nobody else really creeping at this point, although I did see a 9 here. Rise doing alright, 9. 2 kills with 9 creep kills on a Rise. He's going to be feeling really good about himself right there. Rin's going to come back to town. Already that Philostone, because she helped get that first blood and that assist, very useful. And she did start off with the Regrowth Pendant, so it was only like 600 gold. So forsaking the boots, going for the gold per 10. And going to be trying to, just get that snowball cash rolling. No other kills down on the board. Ariatha is going to be taking some damage, though. Start off with a Dorn's Blade, so the more she attacks, the more health she is going to receive back. But of course, you do not really want to be auto-attacking your lane. You want to try to keep it as close to your turret as possible, simply because of the ganks. But that would be more in terms of a jungling game. We don't actually have any junglers this map, and we only got SS mid. Now, people do ask sometimes, what does the SS mean? And, well, there's a few different theories about it. I saw SS introduced back when we had, a kill down south. Rin the Yordle picking up one there. Cosmo Nude actually going to get ignited. Nope, not ignited. Exhausted Oh, he's going to come back though. Grab the kill there on Rin, and now he's going to be ghosting on out. Nope, no ghost. Just has boots. Should actually probably look at there. Now, flash ignite. So let's ignore all the ignite. Let's ignore all the ghosting things. So Rin does go down, but they traded it for a Sona, so that's okay. Yeah. Now SS, as I said, different people have different ways of explaining SS, but to me, I was playing Heroes of Newerth, and SS is an acronym for a hero. So Soul Stealer in Heroes of Newerth is a very popular solo mid hero, and so whenever I saw SS mid, Soul Stealer mid means he was missing. Now other people say, that's just how I was introduced to it, but other people, more people like to go with SS meaning just a short form of miss. So you just don't say MI, say SS, because that's the other two letters of miss. It changes person to person. Doesn't look like Yinlad goes down to the combined pressure of a Shun Poing Katarina with a stun dazzle Bloodstone Tarek. And I can't imagine Jaster in here is actually feeling too good, because he looks like he wants to go back to town a little bit. Amumu apologizing a little bit because Rise has gone back to town. It looks like Sona's come back. We did chase off that Wukong. We already got a Philostone rolling on the Sona, so she's going to be quite the annoying hero to play against, and a little bit of despair going on from Rin. Now we do got two up top. Jazrin actually not going back to town, as we still got Tarek. It looks like he has his aura up, so the Shatter that's going to help out a little bit in terms of armor. And I mean, S-Dog can just harass all day, all that she wants. Manaless hero, just cooldown base, has a healer there with her. Never really has to leave that lane. Just has to focus on trying to get those last hits, which is arguably what you should be doing. I mean, you don't need to quite harass everyone out of your lane quite as much as people like to think. Now Sona's going to get out of that. Oh, the bandage is going to miss Cosmonaut. At least it looked like it missed. Yeah, that's going to be a clone. Gets off that little dash spin thingy with a staff. I don't know, staff AoE? It's a clone. Whatever, you can't move that clone. Throwing out a ward there. Very useful, again, in more of a jungle idea. Now, map awareness, of course, in general, you should really be trying to keep, but a ward this early for Rin with no junglers? I don't know, maybe I would have held on to that gold a little bit longer. Wukong's running the double dorms with those boots, and you know, Sona's just gonna keep relaxing, keeping up that Wukong, because again, she has the healing capabilities, we don't. Rin getting hit by the clone there, Sun in Blood, can't be feeling too good. Let's take a quick look top. Yinlad up here with the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath does get the stun. We did have the bouncing blade. No Shunpo though, so it can't be that low on health. It does look, however, that Lux is winning out this mid a little bit. That long range of Lux coming out into play now that she's level 7. Of course, you do got to be wary of those lasers. Lasers versus enchanted crystal arrows. Yeah, fun times. Lots of shiny things going on right there. S-Dog and Druduku. I like that word, actually. Kind of weird. Weird word, but I like it. Doesn't actually look like Yazrin's gone back to town yet either. Still rocking that mana, or sorry, that ruby crystal. Rise, can you hold mid? Ashe does want to go back to town, is indeed losing this war. Only Adorn's ring boots here for Pomal, but let's take a quick look at those creeps. 34-16-16 compared to 34-26-27. Definitely the other team creeping a lot better at this point. And it is kind of early game, you know, 8 minutes in, not a problem, but that early CS can determine, you know, that next big purchase. Yinlad does go down. We do got a Shun Poing, ultimating Katarina here in the mid, but just tower dives like a boss, no problem. Tarek tanks that tower, takes the shots, gets that Katarina. You know, lets her get that ult off. Does not seem to be able to kill Jazzer, although I think it went a little too close. The dazzle coming out, Druduku capitalizing on it, and now it's going to be 5-3 advance for the enemy team. I didn't even look at the replay stamp. I'm not too sure how long this game is actually going to be, but that's the way it should be, you know. Off the cuff commentary by an off the cuff commentator. So we went back to Boots. We went back to town for Boots, got some of those health potions ready to go, but we are a little bit behind in terms of experience there in the mid. Druduku just free farming and getting his mana back from an auto tagging up there, trying to get those last hits. Yinlad has now come back with the Tear the Goddess first item. 9 minutes, no boots really on anyone except mid. Yeah, even Cho'Gath going back to town gets the Hearts of Gold and that cloth armor, so he's going to be stacking some of that gold per 10 as well. Still Fairy Charm to go with this Philo here on Miss Sona. Take a quick look here at mid, but yeah, 39 creep kills, I do believe, leading the game. 39-40, so the mids, you know, they're doing well, but Wukong's at 32, and we got 28 for Katarina. Now, in terms of last hits for up top, you know, Pantheon is doing alright, 19-19, so they're kind of splitting in between the two of them, but down south, you know, Rise not really landing any of those last hits that he really wants to. Oh, not even up to 20. Creep kills at the 10-minute mark, and I mean, Amumu does have some. You are laning Amumu. Depends on how you really want to play it. Like, if you're going to be running like an AP lane Amumu, you really want to get that farm. But most people don't do that because, you know, he is a tanky archetype. A lot of people like to jungle him, and a lot of people like to build him tanky. You got get that Rod of the Ages, get that Heart of Gold rolling. That Philistone does really well as well. I mean, you can still stack gold per 10 items, but they have to be unique gold per 10 items. Now, it does look like S-Dog going to be taking out an overextended Yinlad. I don't think Jastern's actually in any kind of position to try to put up a fight. S-Dog looking to not get hit by that Rupture. It actually does not. And, oh, a Hextech Revolver already on S-Dog, 10 minutes in. That's going to be terrible luck for the team up top. And now, we are still, of course, you know, running those GP10 items, so she'll be okay even if that Cho'Gath doesn't get those last hits. He'll be alright because he's getting that extra gold, but it would be much more preferable to do this farming. Now, in terms of mid, you know, level 9 versus level 9, a tier of the goddess, so that's 2 tiers in this game right there for Lux. Played a game the other day where I think there were 7 tiers in general, like, between the two teams. 7 of the 10 players ran tiers. It was actually pretty funny. Cho'Gath does go down here. I mean, this Katarina with that Hextech Revolver and a pocket healer. Good luck getting her out of lane, you know? But, you know, that's just the danger we run. So the double support coming out very strong. As opposed to, you know, what kind of elo is this, guys? No idea. What kind of, you know, rankings? It's probably not ranked because there's no jungler. Probably just low level, you know, normal play, which is fine. People seem to enjoy the low level play. Sona get now that harass on her Rin, not a problem. Still has those boots. And a tier coming out for Rise. That's 3 tiers in this game. Has a ward and another mana crystal. So maybe go straight for that Rod of Ages. Not too sure if he wants to, or if he wants to combo that into a Banshees first. Probably a good idea to fill the tier first, at least in my opinion. Now, we got 60 ability power here on S-Dog, 66, so... oh no, what is S-Dog doing? Getting off that double ult, but he does get stunned. The Heat Seeker coming out. Heat Seeker, Heart Seeker. Juruku is going to kill Yinlad, though. We do got the tower being tanked here by Juruku. Has his ult out in full force. That's a good amount of self-healing he's doing. And yeah, this is what they're doing. Tarek's going in, taking these hits, using our ultimate to sustain himself. Keeps up S-Dog, even gives S-Dog more physical damage when he runs that ultimate. And of course with the Shatter, they get negative armor reduction, and you know, Katarina's just capitalizing on this as much as she can, and it looks like a little bit of a Rupture right there. Now, in terms of mid, you know, Ariatha again getting pushed around a little bit, 10 to 10, but I mean, the health bar difference at this point really shows the difference. In terms of last hits, you know, actually Ariatha pulling out ahead a little bit, 55 to 63, so that's actually really happy because if we were going to be losing all 3 lanes, at least, you know, within the 15-minute mark, typically a lot of people get demoralized, they start playing a little bit sloppier, and they give up for that 20-minute surrender. But we're not, you know, if we at least win this mid, at least you have a decent point of having Ashe. If you can get off some really good positioning for some team fights coming up, then you're going to be well on your way to not losing. It'll still be a little bit of a morality and, you know, mindset kind of thing, but you know, so be it. I'm not actually too sure that Bandage Toss hit from Rin. It looked like it might have hit a creep. But Sign in Blood, you know, definitely being a little bit more offensive here on Wukong, but Wukong with the double lifesteal, he's going to be okay, especially with a pocket healer, who's never really going to run out of mana. I mean, between 8 and 3 right there, plus any kind of inherit stuff she's running, plus masteries. Yeah, I think they'll be okay. It looks like they put a ward here in the river. Nothing else really warded amongst the map, because nobody's really too concerned about any kind of you know, ganks at this point. Again, there's no jungle. It's a 2-1-2 setup, and if somebody leaves lane, all you gotta do is call it, and you could just assume, like, so mid's missing. All right, well, one of the lanes is gonna get hit, but that means, you know, mid is gonna be free farm, which would probably be a good thing, at least to Ariatha. Now, Ariatha has to be very careful of the long-range spells, of course, coming out of Lux, and Lux with a tier is gonna be very hard to out mana as well, especially since we don't have a tier. In fact, we're totally out of mana. Got off some damage. Looks like she's gonna go back to 10. Nobody can cover at this point for her, but Yinlad, you know, has some boots. We do got some no magic mantle going on for Mr. Cho'Gath, so you know, he's really trying to get up that tankiness factor, but he's not last hitting. He's not getting any kind of sustain in lane or any kind of farm for that matter. So by 20 minutes, you know, I'm not too sure how well the shape of the team is going to be. because, as I said, I mean, only really Ariatha is doing any kind of last hitting, is actually doubling Rise, 34 to 70, and Rise is second place. That's not so good. 57, 71, 60. See, much better CS here coming out for Katarina, Lux, Wukong, the triple. In fact, yeah, those are the 3 carries slash semi-carries that they're going to be running. Sona, Taric don't really need that kind of farm. 12, 24, they're getting their assists. They're getting that assist gold, and they got GP10 items, or at least Sona does. Yeah, Taric also running Heart of Gold, so GP10 right there. Overall, I mean, it's a turtling game for them. They got 2 supports for 3, semi-carries. Well, Katarina's actually a pretty decent carry, but I would call the rest of them semi-carries. It might actually work out really good for them if they can keep this pace up. They can keep up this farm, they can keep up these kills, get those assists for those supports. And, we're going to be in business here, guys. It doesn't matter if you win or lose mid. Ariatha actually in very big danger because we got, that could be a lot of bursts coming out of both Pomal and S-Dog, Katarina Lux combo. Katarina jumps on her, slows her down, gets spinning off that ult. We got a laser throwing out and a bomb. Could be very bad. Now we do, of course, have Ghost Flash. It does look like Katarina's going mid, and, oh man, Rise going down. Not so good. I think that was the Cosmo ult. Oh wow, BF sword at the 16-minute mark. Well, probably closer to the 14-minute mark. Wukong actually showing the effects of his farm a little bit. Now, Rise, he did go down. Not the best. It's 9 to 3 in terms of kills, and of course, with those creep scores on your plate, these towers are in big danger of starting to get chipped away, because they're just going to be starting losing these hit points because we keep getting pushed back and back and back. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Oh yeah, this is a LoL replay. Oh, you can hold metal click to move around. Weird. There we go. Haha. First person view. The game actually looks pretty cool on first person view, I think. Oh, thanks. Very often. This is like 90-degree view. There we go. I think that's default right there. Oh, so we got health bars up here, so it does look like, Katarina and Taric are getting the brunt of that fight right there. Rin, however, is going to take a kill onto Cosmo Newt. Not Cosmo Newt. Wow, that was a long-range QW, or QE, sorry, from Sign in Blood. That's actually kind of cool looking. What was the default camera angle? I think I screwed it up. Ah, well, I'll play with it. Just make things more interesting. So Jurdkin, it looks like they're actually going to jump here on a Jasserian because he's a little too far forward. Now, he is pretty tanky, 88-70, but, I mean, between a lot of them, there's a lot of bursts. Look at that Shunpo right into that ultimate. The Ravage is going to go down. Yinlad, however, not opting to help him whatsoever. Might have been able to jump on S-Dog with that stun if he timed it right, but maybe would have helped him, maybe not. Maybe would have gotten himself killed. Either way, his teammate probably not the best of moods right there. You okay, love? Alright. Okay. That was your cell phone for any curious right there. Now, Blasting Wand coming out with the Tear of the Goddess here in mid. So Lux, she's looking alright. Level 13 Ariatha. Not really seen any kind of big crystals, arrows come into our lanes. Like, I haven't tried to set up any kind of arrow ganks. She herself hasn't really left this lane. Neither has Lux in that regard, but she does have, that global arrow. If you're not going to use it here mid, you might as well try to save a tower. Like, these guys were whamming on this tower for a good while. You could just throw up that tower, keep it a few extra seconds of life, but no, didn't happen. Ariatha is going to turn right around here, chase Pomal back, chase that Lux back. Lux, however, is going to clean up those creep kills, no problem. And the first tower did go down up here to the enemy blue team, and they're going to be, they're really up right now in terms of gold. They're winning the creeps, they're winning the kills, now they're winning in those towers. And, at this point, we can't even surrender. It's 19 minutes in. And you do need to surrender in 20 minutes. Remember when it used to be 25 minutes to surrender because there's a podcast called that. Ariatha looks like, good intentions coming up north, but could have really been easily caught out there by the Katarina. And now Lux is going to be free farming this top. Now it does look like we got the man drop going. Pantheon is going to come down here, finds Pomal, jumps with the Heartseeker and a spear. Ooh, good dodge right there, I liked it. But you can see how little damage is actually did. Level 8 versus level 14. Yinlad, of course, he doesn't have that farm either. He only has that tier, not running any kind of, big damage items at this point. So I don't know why he traded here with Ariatha, but you know, if you were going to do this trade, you should have done it a long time ago. Instead, you know, now you got a level 8 versus 14. Yinlad has to be really on his toes, has to be a great dancer around all the spam that Lux can be afforded simply because of that tier. And you know, she's going to be fairly hard to punish because that spear is the only kind of punishment Yinlad can throw at her. So she's going to have quite an easy lane now. Ariatha has come up top, now is going to fall behind in the experience because she's level 13, now has to share experience here with Jazzarian, you know, this Cho'Gath. And if Cho'Gath decides to start going for those last hits, she's going to find herself into a little bit of a farming issue as well because she's not going to get those last hits. She's at 110, so she is, you know, top of the game right now, but Lux is not too far behind that. We got an 88-78 after that, Wukong, Katarina, 40s across the board. Look at this, that's actually really unusual. 40, 40, 40, 50. So like you can see the supports, you know, this top lane totally sharing, this bottom lane totally sharing those creep kills, and overall I don't think that's actually going to be helpful to them. I mean, they could probably take a lesson here. Sona, Taric, 20-45 compared to the others, like, you know, well under half of what their carries are, and a surrender vote actually coming out already from Yinlad. So 1-1-1. I don't know what the rest want to do, but 2 more in their gold. Nope, that looks like that will not pass. I will hit no. My vote doesn't actually matter whatsoever. Jurku doing some tower diving. Terrible idea. It looks like Ariatha going to be don't come back to the Shenpo. Oh. Yeah, she's actually going to walk away out of this one. Well, into Yinlad, but bye, love. I like my wife. In fact, I love my wife. Alright, so yeah, shouldn't have turned around there, Ash, because the Shunpo, you know, fairly short cooldown on that Shunpo. Now Yinlad is come back here to defend mid, but I'm not too certain he's going to actually get a lot of that use in that mid. Now we do got magic damage, a lot of magic damage. Look at the Shunpo, 634. Can Rain have a Sheen or something? Oh, she has a Medjai's. Oh, that would explain it. She has a Medjai's with 6 kills. Well, even if 3 of them are there, I mean, that's 6 stacks right there. Rin does go down here, but we do got the man drop coming down. Pantheon going to be going after Cosmo Dude. Is going to get her pretty low, but he has to remember he has a pocket soda in his hand, so he can't be that... It can't be that scared of this. Now, Yinlad is jumping around, does look like. Ash is going to go back mid. I really want to start seeing some coordinated ganks out of this team because right now we're 20 minutes in. They're down by a factor of 2 in the kills, 13-6. And the only person really actually doing any kind of farm is this Ash. Now, Ash does have that Infinity Edge, which is good. But it's, I don't know, 4 minutes early I would have liked to see it. I would have liked to see it a little bit earlier. But, you know, it will do good things. So, a blasting one, an easily large rod. This Lux is well on her way getting that Rabadons, you know, before the 25-minute mark because, you know, she's really up there in the creep kill. She's actually caught up, you know, 115, 117. 106 for the Wukong, and actually, what does the Wukong run for items? It's actually looks like he's going to be saving up. It's probably going to be a Bloodthirster, though. I can't imagine he's going for a crit build. And, yeah, there's Katarina. She has 3 stacks because she did die, so she did have 3 kills with the Medjai, making 6. And, you know, with that Hex Tech and the Bilge Water actually she can throw out for an extra 150 magic damage anytime she wants. And if she already has those 2 parts, she's really close to having a Gunblade at the 24 to 25 minute mark here. And that's just not good for our team. Great for her, but not so great for us because it's kind of like Mordekaiser with a Gunblade. The harass that they can just, and the sustain they can generate for themselves is pretty ridiculous. Now she did run the Sork Boots as well, so this ability power, if she's running magic penetration runes on top of that, she's flying. Like she'll be quite the force to be reckoned with. Now the difference here, however, is that yes, she does have the sustain. If she can land those big hits, great. If she can't, she's not running anything tanky whatsoever. They can keep her CC'd locked down, or just keep her slowed and exhausted. Like her damage output's going to be reduced a lot, but she's not running tanky at all. She should be able to drop like a glass cannon. And that's what you're going to have to be hoping for here. But no! Face checking with your face, Cho'Gath. That gentleman hat, that's going to be a little bit messed up here. Juruku is just going to follow right on here. There's the Shunpo. There's the attack. We already threw out the S-Dog ultimate. And again, this Taric just tanking that tower. No problem. Yinlad has to go one-on-one here with S-Dog. But now the tower is going to be on that S-Dog. Tower is going to be now transferring to Juruku. Yinlad, probably not the best idea on Juruku's part right there, but Yinlad is able to pick that up. 81 hit points. Ow, what a boss. right there. But with a Catalyst and a Tier, I don't know really what's really, like, where's he going with this? Those are some two interesting items. You're not going for a Rod of Ages, I really do not think. But maybe, I don't know, I don't play, no. I really didn't think that, I don't know, his item progression confuses me a little bit. I've not played the new Pantheon, so I'm not too sure how to do his ratios. That just seems really weird to me. A lot of people that I see just stack attack damage, and he's not. So, I don't know, maybe somebody in the chat can pick up on that. Maybe I'll get, you know, make myself a little bit of education out of this game. 25-minute mark, let's take a quick look at them items though. Rin with the Aegis, so I like that. Come back, you know, a 2-3-2 with 57 creep kills has an Aegis to go with that Philo Stone, and yeah, Rise with same idea here, Tier and a Catalyst on this Rise. It's Pantheon going with the Manamune, Manamune. I hate it when people say Manamune. So like, have you ever heard of Masamune? You know, the godlike sword from Japanese lore. You don't call it a Masamune. No, you do not. No, so we're gonna go with the Manamune. Looks like bottom finally losing its turrets, so now we're down 3 turrets. Actually, no, that's a lie, we took 1, so we're only down 2. Nobody's actually touched the dragon, although that looks like it's about to change. Good ward there, but there's absolutely nothing. I'd be very surprised if the 3 of them could actually turn around for a kill here onto the dragon. Yeah, we have that going down, but the dragon's hit. There we go, dragon is going to be going down. That's the Pendragon icon, that dragon, because he's a pen and a dragon. But yeah, anyways, back to the items. So Boots of Swiftness to come out. We still have yet to see Cho'Gath actually complete anything except, well, Glacial Shroud. Okay, I'll give him that. So going for that Frozen Heart, not a problem. Now Ashe can, you know, with that Infinity Edge, it looks like she's going for a Banshees next after she went for a Boots of Swiftness. So Banshees, I can understand. She's a little concerned about her survivability up against this team. She knows that we're losing out on the farm game. Like, now we're down a dragon in top of 2 turrets and a factor of 6 kills. So going to go for a little bit more of a tanky aspect of everything. That's actually stuff for a red buff, but oh, Bobo, not going to see that. That Lux going to be trying to flash out, but should not be an arrow. There we go. I was going to say, let's get that arrow rolling. So that's going to be a 16. Good kill for this Ashe to get. Actually, a first kill. Nope, sorry, second kill. She had a kill from up top from some other time. Now, in terms of the enemy team, let's see. I mean, we finally got that Gunblade here on Katarina with those Medjais and that Sork shoes. And let's see. Yeah, Lux running cooldown boots. Not the choice that I would have had, but she got those cooldown boots before that Rabadon's. Maybe I would have fixed up that Rabadon's first. But Origo's in Bloodthirster, so I was quite right about that Wukong. He's going to be running that attack damage. No problem. I see a Fiendish Codex here on Sona. Going for a little bit of cooldowns. Well, it's better than the last build I saw of Sona. She went with the Spirit Visage. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm shaking my head at it too, but he said he was experimenting, which, yeah, it's fine. Just stacking up armor in general here for the Sona. And now Taric running with a Sunfire Cape and a little bit more magic resist as well. So, you know, typical kind of support stuff, except for Sona really just building up a lot of tanky, which is a little weird. But yeah, Lux should be having that Rabadon by the 30-minute mark, I suppose, since she decided to upgrade her boots first. And yeah, Rod of Ages coming out now for Rise. So Tier with the Rod, kind of like Yinglad here, who went with you know, Man Immunity to a Catalyst. So very similar progression paths. But again, not too sure. Like, is he trying to stack damage in an easy way? Should have just saved all the money, got himself a BF sword. But that's just me. He is running a lot of mana, that is for sure. And you know, this Man Immunity does convert that max mana to damage. So we'll have to see how it works out for him, I suppose. Now we have lost, you know, another turret here mid, so we're up 4-1 at this point. But that light binding not going to hit anyone there from the Lux. Big poke coming out. Sona's not going to come join the party with Wukong. That means it's going to be a 5-push mid. Except it does look like Wukong's actually interested in pushing maybe top, or at least trying to hit up our good friend Cho'Gath. Not too sure why, but he's not here with the party. And you know, the big poke can come out from this team. They have a lot of poke between Lux and Katarina shunpoing in or shunpoing out. And you know, this monkey can just throw in his clone anytime he wants. Does look like we're going to collapse onto Chiduku, because Renata is throwing down her ult. And yes, S-Dog getting, you know, not going to get that full ultimate off. And now she has to run with the tail between her legs. Nobody actually dying over there. That's very surprising. We did throw down some few ultimates there, but we also had, you know, the Sona dance going out. And Katarina, you saw her Yeah, she got locked down pretty hard and did not get the full duration of that ultimate health. Now with 2 healers and that Gunblade to boot, she should be okay. Draduko, however, is going to get eaten by both Jas and our Ashe, so not a problem right there, picking up a kill. You know, the kill's actually coming back into the line a little bit, 10 to 14. I do like it, throwing out the volley, but, you know, Sona, between Sona and Tarek, they'll be able to heal that back up, and just trying to defend this tower at this point. Now Yinlad coming back with double longswords, looks like for that brutalizer is in his plans. I wonder how much armor penetration he's running to boot. I wonder if it actually tell me how much armor penetration I'm running. 24? Okay, yeah, so that's cool. I can see my runes a little bit. Yeah, 24 armor pen coming out for this Ashe, not too bad. Some people like to run crit with Ashe, so you can get that crit cap a little bit faster, just like Gangplank. But I will agree that the armor penetration overall seems to be doing alright for us. So now we're up to the 30-minute mark, 14 to 10. We are down those 3 turrets and a dragon and 4 kills. And a lot of the enemy team does have GP10 items at this point, so we're still down overall in terms of money. But, you know, these kills, if we can get more and more kills, we can start more and more pushing. If we can do that, we can start actually equalizing this game. Depends on really how well these 3, you know, semi-carry personalities, the Katarina, Lux, Wukong, can actually carry their team to victory, because they got double support. They have the most sturdy support model that they can actually get. And we're going to have to see what they want to do with this. Now, Ariath is going to come up here. We do have an arrow. Come on, where's the arrow? Just use the flash. There we go, right there. That dance not going to be mattering whatsoever. Yinlad with the spear, but we do got the Cosmonaut throwing out the ultimate. The Wukong spin is actually not really doing them any kind of favors right there. But he throws out that clone, gets off in that 1.5 second stealth, and is now just going to be dashing. Those are after images you see right there. So, you know, he tried to save the Sona, respectable stuff, but fortunately it did not work out well for him. Now Katarina with the 5 stack of the Medjai's right there has a BF sword as well to boot. So the BF sword either going to be a black cleaver or that infinity edge. I'd be very surprised if she went with the bloodthirster. And yeah, just a little bit of a peek at Lux there with that Rabadons. 0-1-0 Lux, not the best of Luxes I've ever seen, but she's trying, I suppose. 1-0 or 0-1-0 means she's been part of 0 kills and she's died once. Not the best of track records. But yeah, she does have a lot of that CS. Actually, Wukong now overtaking her. Ariath is still staying, you know, ahead, which is good, 161. And a Brutalizer now coming out here for the Pantheon. So Pantheon should be running a lot of that armor penetration. Brutalizer will do him good. A good Garen these days I've seen a lot of Garen play with the Brutalizers, just going full out attack AD Garen. Not too sure why he's actually come back a little bit in style. Maybe it's just me in the lower ELO terms, but he's coming back. And those Brutalizers, oh my gosh, does he hurt. I'll tell you that right there. No lie. No word of a lie. Now, Ashe has actually finished up that Banshee's Veil, and we got a Glacial Shroud coming out here on a Mumu, which means a Frozen Heart. Yes, indeed. The Frozen Heart is now actually finished up here for the Cho'Gath. Now, the Cloth Armor Chain Vest coming out, so maybe going to go for that Thorn Mail. Big arrow coming out here onto S-Dog. Not even going to get a chance to jump around out of that. And I saw Pantheon figuring, okay, I'll catch her in the man drop. Nope, not going to happen. So this is what we need to do. 12-14. We're coming back into those kills. We just got another big kill on one of their carries. Pantheon actually going to come up here, finds a Tarek. Is maybe trying to bait this Tarek, because Rin's now going to come out here with that Ashe. Actually, the entire team is here. This would be a great opportunity to do a 5-push mid, because Katarina is still dead for another 25 seconds, and this could be the start of a counter snowball. You know, if we start getting some of those kills on some of these more farm champions, that means that's one less champion they have to defend with. And since they only got 3, they're running 3 and 2 support. I mean, those support, yeah, fine, they're good, but you've lost a big cornerstone of your lineup right there. So a 5-push would have been nice, but it does look like they actually indeed back off. It does look like Yinlad's actually up top. That Pantheon just trying to defend their towers. So not going to be quite tower pushing yet, but if we can see more play like this, where we can catch them out of place, because they're acting pretty cocky. I mean, most Katarinas I play with actually act pretty cocky. But you know, if you can punish their overconfidence, yes, they had a good early game. Yes, they are a good champion. Yep, de doo da, yay. You know, punish that, and you can actually start demoralizing the enemy team. Now, in this case, it does look like Rin's going to go in. Not an ultimate. We do have an enchanted crystal arrow, but we're not going to be casting it out here. Would have been nice to capitalize on this 5v4 again. you know, would have been great to see. But Yinlad not coming down, not actually contributing to that. And Rise is saying, you know, I'll take him out for you. You hit him up. Somebody's actually going back to town. It's going to be Rise. Oh, the laser! Not going to let him do it. Now he's kind of confused. Just sitting there like, oh, I got hit by a laser. So, yeah, that's alright. Lux will have her ultimate up again in a few seconds. I mean, it's a pretty spammable ult. Now, in terms, you know, 177, 160, 60, 150. In terms of items, Bloodthirster is coming out for Katarina. So, you know, there goes my theory. She really wants to try to put this last hitting to good use. See if she can power up her AD a little bit. But I would have been... I'm a little surprised, to be honest, that she's running on. Now that Medjai is not really doing her a world of good. Sorry, I had to play with my mic a little bit there. Because she only has 3 stacks, so she keeps getting up to 6. Keeps losing. Keeps losing them. So whatever. Now we did see a CC going out. Or sorry, a Clairvoyance, a CV going down on this Baron. I have to assume at this point that they have a Baron. You are winning. So much winning. Oh! Oh! Wow! Okay. Apparently what we had was a Crystal Arrow come all the way over here and steal the Baron. Oh! I almost want to rewind that, but there's no rewind feature. Oh my god, best Baron steal ever, guys. Best Baron steal ever. Wow. Alright, so they're going to push regardless of our team having the Baron, and they're going to come fight us at a tower. Punish this, guys. Come on. You punish this. You need to punish this. This is amazing. Cosmonaut going in. That's not a good idea. We got True Sight there at the tower. Now, S-Dog, you do have to, you know, keep this Katarina down. She does melt that Rise, so one of the Barons are now already down. Yellow's going to come in here, going to flash on over, going to stun. It is going to be that stun of the enchanted Crystal Arrow. Not going to be getting out of that one, as it does look like another flash coming in. The man drop is not going to hit that Lux, but it will jump easily here onto Demeter as he goes down for that Sona. This could be the turning point of the game, guys. 15 in terms of kills. We stole the Baron. We're now looking really good. Rin actually gonna jump in here, and that's gonna be the end of that Lux. And oh, beautiful play overall. Terrible decision on the enemy team, going for that Baron and just having it get stolen. I mean, there's nothing they could have done. They really did not expect a steal, but it just happened that yes, we got a steal. And usually, if the enemy team has that Baron, you should probably just turtle the hell out of it. You know, let them come to you, because you don't want to engage a team with an enemy Baron. So yeah, here we go. Now we're going to come up, say, what's up, turret? What's up, turret number 2? Oh, look at that. A Taric? Who gives a flying? You know, nobody at all. Now, Rin, if you had landed that bandage, could have been a kill, but unfortunately it was not. Yinlad over there, going to grab that blue. They're feeling really good right now, guys. We've taken the kill lead. We've equalized. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, well, we haven't quite equalized the turret yet, but 4-3. Well, I mean, look at that turret. You can just backdoor that. Come on. There you go. Come on, Rin. You can do it. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot turret on the floor. It's like a modified tequila drinking game. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot floor. And now we're going to go get a dragon. Nope, dragon's not there. If we got that dragon, we would totally be equalized. In fact, we would totally be winning this game right now. That Baron steal was huge right there for us. And look, there's a Wukong right there. Go punish him. Come on, Yinlad, turn around. Go punish him. The entire team, turn around. There's 2 of them. There's 5 of you. You can see Lux. She's over there. There we go. Come on, jump on these guys. Sona, she's coming, but she's far behind. Yeah, 5 on 4. Let's do it up. You got Baron. There we go. Look at that. The dance going down. The Cosmonaut throwing out that ult. Does look like Ariatha is going to get off that stun. The double stun for the 2 kills. Look, right there. So much winning. So much winning. Rin does go down, but that's okay. She is a tank. Now, kill this Druduku. Kill this Druduku. Punish him. Punish him. Come on, Yinlad. I believe in you. There we go. That's what you do, guys. That is how you do this. And Lux, it looks like an asshole. I mean, Lux way over here. Not part of that team fight. Yinlad actually dropping on top of the Soda. Throws out that spear. And they surrender. They surrender. I am giving a standing ovation right now. I really like that, guys. Thank you so much for that replay, Ariatha. That was well worth it, I think. 35 minutes, just turn it right on their heads. terrible decision making at the end there for the enemy team. I cannot imagine what was going through their head. Let's attack at a turret with the enemy team who just stole our barons. And then you come down to the dragon. He's like, oh, we can do this 5-on-2, no problem. And they just get demolished like 5-on-4. Lux, you know, not part of that fight, was huge, huge. So there you go, guys. League of Legends right there. I'm the FourCourtJester. I will be at MOG this weekend with Rivington III, and I cannot wait to get into that, because then I'll have a co-caster, and I won't have to talk continuously like this. Imagine this for like 12 hours, because that's what we're doing this Saturday. Curse Gaming, Solo Mid, Counter Logic, and Epic Gamer. I'm going to get to meet the Din, and Reginald Din brothers, you know? Kind of happy about that. In fact, I should probably figure out what I should take for them to all sign, so I'll like frame it right next to my diploma. That's how important that I think this event is. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end that right there. Victory here. Great, you know, mid and late game for our team. Kind of really came out of the bushes right there. Equalized everything. Started that turnaround. Really well done. And I enjoyed it. I really did. So you guys got replays for me? I get a LoL replay client. As long as you got them replays, you send them my way. Because I'm going to be practicing all week here, guys. Trying to figure out all these stats, all these strats, all these heroes, all these items. And, you know, just getting myself all ready for that every big event. So I'm the FourCourtJester. Thanks for watching here, guys. I'm going to go start the encoding here for the YouTube. And, you know, hit that subscribe button. Find me out here on Twitter, twitter.com/FourCourtJester. Find me here on Twitch, because this game was live streamed, at twitchtv.com/FourCourtJester as well. And, you know, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.